I'll do a new bit about 6 to 8 times to work it out initially. That's generally enough to get a read on which parts are working and which aren't, at least preliminarily. Anything that isn't working gets cut and put in a separate Google Doc labeled excess leftover bits. I am a digital pack rat. I never fully get rid of anything. May use it for inspiration later, who knows? And then the parts that worked, those get put in a Google Doc that has my jokes organized by theme or topic area. And then it's back to the stack of stuff I haven't tried yet to try to get a new 5 minutes together. And I go through that process of working through a new 5 minutes about every 2 weeks. If I keep half of that material, that's an hour a year, which, pretty decent clip to go at for producing jokes. You do that for 8 years, you end up with 8 hours. Now, maybe you only use half of that in the end, right? Once you refine it even further, that's still 4 hours, right? So you get the idea. I can say from experience that it gets much easier to part with your material the more of it you produce. It's sort of a paradox. If you create a lot, you run into a reality that you have to cut stuff because you can't perform all of it, so you naturally pick your best stuff. If you keep after it consistently being creative, the problem of playing producer can actually solve itself pretty naturally. The creative who can't stop coming up with new ideas eventually forces the producer's hand. Your creative side, your inner creative, may want to say anything and everything, but the producer can appease the creative by saying, hey, look, we only get to talk for 5 minutes either way. Why not make it the most impressive 5 minutes you have, even if you really like that other 5 minutes that we have to cut? And if you're really worried about it, if you ever hit writer's block, you can circle back to that junk 5 minutes that wasn't working properly, that was still ever so precious to you. So that's my grand advice to creatives in comedy or any art form. Just keep appeasing your creative side. Keep making stuff. The more you create, the more your inner producer has to work with. Having lots to choose from makes it sting a little bit less when you do finally make that choice about what gets cut.